The next few videos that we will be sharing with you were filmed a few weeks ago before the devastating terrorist attacks that happened in Israel that started an all-out war between Israel and Hamas. Thousands of innocent Israeli and Palestinian lives have been lost, and frankly, we haven't been ourselves. As a Jewish person and the granddaughter of a Holocaust survivor, the rise in anti-Semitism around the world has been nothing short of terrifying. But if our videos can offer someone out there a little bit of light in this darkness, they're well worth posting. You're way above it. Hi, as promised, we are gonna film a little Q&A today. I don't need my glasses for this. Oh, stop, no.
You're not allowed to ask any questions. When Bowie barks at us, we do this thing where we just give him our back and ignore him.
And it works.
Perfect. Thank you for all of your questions. We loved reading them. We were so excited to get so many questions. The last time we did a Q&A was, how long ago now? At
2
least
years.
Well, I was just going to say a year.
No, that's crazy.
That's crazy. It's been a while.
A year ago.
So we felt like now was a good time to do another one.
Yeah, there's a bunch of new people on here.
For the newbies, let's start with how we met, because I don't know if everybody knows that.
Yeah, and a lot of people asked it. Mads and I were working at a restaurant together. We weren't very close as friends. We were just like acquaintances at work. But we ran into each other in the Philippines on separate travels. And just in that one night, we realized that we would travel really well together. We just had a really good chemistry.
We had the best night ever. It was Talia's birthday the next day. We went out, had so much fun, and we knew after that night we needed to travel more together.
So we started booking trips. Like once a year, we would do a trip. One year we went to Nicaragua. Another year we went to Guatemala. And then it was actually on that trip that just kind of something changed.
It got spicy.
And we developed a bit more romantic feelings for each other. And yeah,
Here we are.
5 years ago. So what's the next one?
Okay, so also we have so many things to do today, so we aren't going to just sit here the whole time. We're bringing you with us to get ready for our week, and we'll answer some questions as we go. So we'll do a few more here.
And then we got to get going because we got to get to the gym.
But maybe we'll take Bowie out first. What made you both choose your respective jobs? You want to go?
Okay, well, as you probably know, I am a nurse. My road to becoming a nurse was a bit longer. I didn't go straight into it from high school. I actually studied nutrition and wanted to be a dietitian. Truthfully, my mom always told me to be a nurse, and I just kind of didn't think I was like good enough. Like I didn't think I was smart enough. Like I just didn't think I could do it. So applying and putting myself out there, it was just a bit scary. I didn't want to like feel rejection, and I guess that was a bit immature of me. So I went through the nutrition route, and then I had friends that were going through with nursing school, and I would meet people traveling that were traveling nurses, and I was just like, wait, this is kind of a job that is so many jobs. Like I loved that it opened up so many doors. I always wanted to help people, but I just, like I said, I just didn't know if I could help people in that way. And then one year I just decided to apply, and I got into school here in Toronto, and I'm so happy I did, because it is the most fulfilling, gratifying, humbling experience that I could ever have, and it really just keeps my feet on the ground, and I love it.
Thank you. And most of you know that I am a teacher. I teach elementary school age kids, so anywhere from kindergarten to grade 6. I actually come from a family full of educators, so it definitely is deeply ingrained in who I am. But regardless of that, I love kids. I specifically love working with kids with special needs. That's where my passion lies, as I think some of you know.
She's so bad at talking about herself. Like, she's the most patient person. She will look at a kid that has a laundry list of problems and just think that kid just needs some TLC and she's just there, patient and ready to give it to them.
Yeah, that's where I want to be. Like when I walk into these classes and I see the kids with the highest needs, I'm like, yes, give me this kid. Like I want to work with you. And I just, I love giving kids a chance. And I think unfortunately so many kids that I work with aren't given a good chance from their families or other people, and it's just nice to do that for them. And makes the world a better place.
Sometimes I'm genuinely nervous she might come home with a couple adopted kids.
Yeah.
Next question. Okay,
we'll do a few quick ones.
A couple of easy ones. Who's big spoon, who's little spoon? I
think it kind of depends.
Yeah, we're 50-50.
Yeah. Ever consider van life full time? We've definitely considered it. We do enjoy coming back here and having routine.
Listen, if we were able to live a YouTuber lifestyle where we're making these videos for you guys and it would sustain our life, then I think it would be a fun journey to go on together. Yeah, maybe one day. Does that answer that question? I'm not sure.
Okay, but we need to go outside, so we're going to get our things together and head out to the streets. I just spit. Hopefully you didn't see it. Okay, one more quick question before we head out. You both seem to be so active all the time. How do you stay hydrated? Okay, I'm kidding. Nobody asked that question, but you might be wondering. A big thank you to Element for sponsoring this week's video and supporting our channel. We've been working out more than ever before, and that means sweating more than ever before. So we've been doing our best to replenish our electrolytes. Element is a tasty electrolyte drink mix with everything you need and nothing you don't. It has 0 sugar and none of the junk like coloring or artificial ingredients. Electrolytes help to facilitate hundreds of functions in our bodies, and drinking Element helps to eliminate things like headaches, muscle cramps, and fatigue. It's so good. Element is used by everyone from professional athletes to Tal and I, and now maybe even you. Right now, Element is offering our community a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single serving packets with any order free. This is a great way to try all 8 flavors or share Element with a salty friend. Get yours at drinkelement.com/talandmads. This deal is only available through our link. Now it's time to head out. Okay, next question. What were you both like as teenagers? I was pretty funny, I'd say. I was very rebellious, had 0 fear. I guess that's like, I don't know, typical for some teenagers. I now do have fear, to be clear, can't speak.
Just to give you a quick backstory on that, Maddie, when she was 15 years old, took her parents' car for a joyride. She actually did it twice because the first time she didn't get caught, and she's like, well, now I know how to drive. So,
sorry, Mom and Dad.
Don't worry, no one was hurt.
TMI.
Okay, and I was a bit of a tomboy, and by a bit I mean a lot. I had 2 older brothers, have 2 older brothers, and I just hung out with the boys. I played sports.
I was in your parents' basement.
I was kind of a keener. Like I liked school. I liked math. I was in the gifted math class.
Oh, not me. I may have failed grade 9 math. Actually, I didn't fully fail, but I almost failed, so my parents made me go to summer school so I could redeem myself, and I did.
This is the park we walk through every single day, probably 5 times a day with Bowie. Someone asked what breed Bowie is. Bowie is a bit of a mutt. He's a rescue, so we don't 100% know, but he is mostly Australian Shepherd. He's a bit short and stubby for that, so maybe there's some corgi, maybe some sheltie in there, but to us, he's just Bowie. And someone also asked, will Bowie be getting a sibling? And the answer to that is, as soon as we have a home and a place to call our own, the family is gonna grow.
This park is also pretty funny because there is a dog fountain, and the first time Bowie came here, he actually thought the dogs were real. I don't know if his nose was broken, but he was like going up and smelling all of their bottoms. It was so cute. On a Saturday morning, it's pretty wholesome in this park, but there have been a few early weekday mornings where I'm here alone with Bowie and I see people showering in the fountain, and it's kind of mean, but we joke to each other, I wonder if they live in a van.
Kitty dog.
I love this area. We're going to do a speed round in the elevator. We have 6 questions and we're going to see if we can answer them all by the time we get from the ground to our floor.
Oh no, oh no. Oh my god, I'm scaring him.
Yay, God, I'm sorry, Bowie. Okay. Speed round, go. Do you see marriage in your future?
Yes.
Yes. Will you be buying off-grid property in the future? Wouldn't it be great to be neighbors with the vanlife? Oh, yes, that would be amazing. We're not sure. This is a speed round.
I'd like to buy property. I don't know if I want it to be off-grid, but I would really like a home base.
I'm okay with the off-grid.
Can you start daily vlogging? Sundays are too far apart. That would be a lot of work. It sounds like a lot of anxiety.
Not right now, but thanks for wanting that. We love you. Will we see anything else of your European adventure with Jazz and Crystal? Unfortunately not. We just used that as a little bit of time away from the camera. We tried to show you as much as possible.
Okay, next.
How much time is there between filming and posting your videos? 2 weeks. Ish.
Sometimes.
How did you feel camping on top of your vehicle in a tent? Scared. We did it! Okay, here this goes. Here this goes. All right, here goes nothing. Do you want to have kids?
And do we?
Yeah, of course we do. We are obviously not quite ready. Well, not obviously, but we're not quite ready yet. But we are going to make it happen. We have some extra things to consider, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a bit of a longer process for us, obviously, because we would need IVF and we would need to decide, like, do we want to carry each other's egg or just our own? So there's a lot of things to consider. The short answer is yes, we would love to have a family. So stay tuned, we'll bring you with us on it. Okay, we're here.
Gotta go, see you after the gym.
Okay, we just got back from the gym. Apologies for the curly whirlies. It was really hard. Maddie's walking Bowie, so I'm gonna do a little spitfire round of questions that are directed towards me. The first one was, Talia, you mentioned your dad emigrated to Canada as a young adult. Is he from the USSR? No. He's not, although he might look it and sound it, but he is from Israel. He came here when he was probably 19, started working as a truck driver, and here we are. Another one, Talia, you mentioned that English is your second language. What is your first? And Hebrew is my first language. I was born in Canada, moved to Israel when I was 3, and then moved back to Canada when I was 7. Okay, next one that's directed towards me is, Tal, ever think of doing travel nursing? Yes, of course, every single day. I actually did do one small bout of travel nursing in Ontario here. It was on a First Nations reserve. It was a wild experience. I would definitely do it again. I learned so much about their culture, the different health issues that come with living on a reservation and being so remote. I would definitely do it again. I would love to do travel nursing in the US, but as a Canadian, it is a bit more complicated. You have to apply for visas based on which state, and you have to apply for specific nursing licenses based on that state, but that door is definitely open and we're thinking about it. Costco, 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 Costco.
We are on our way to Talia's favorite place, maybe in the world. Costco.
It's everybody's favorite place in the world.
I don't know if it is. It's really a funny thing she has going on. She loves Costco, but her whole family loves Costco too, so she can't help it. It's in the genes, you know? Does anybody else love Costco as much as Talia does? And we're going to Costco today with my brother Spenny. Can you see him back there?
Can you see him?
He's so cute, my little brother.
Hello.
We live with Spencer. Oh yeah, this is one of the questions. The question said, what is your housing situation currently? Is that your own apartment or do you share? And we had a bunch of questions in regards to our housing situation. So this is the perfect chance because Spencer is our roommate. We live with him and his girlfriend, Alyssa. And because there's 4 of us, we get to go to Costco.
Why are you talking about Costco so much?
Next topic.
I have to make Talia proud. So we are lucky enough to be able to rent this apartment from family while we're back in the city. So we fortunately don't have to sign year leases or anything like that. And we get some fun roommates. So it's a win-win. All right, moving on. How long have we been together? This past July, we celebrated our 5-year anniversary. Ooh. We have known each other for about 8 years, but we have officially been together for 5 years.
Officially. This isn't a question, but I'm gonna make it a question. What do you want to wear for the rest of your life? Okay, next question. Will you be writing a van life cookbook? And the answer is hopefully one day, because that sounds like a lot of fun. Next video will be us cooking with my mom. So you will get all the cooking info directly from the source, because I'm just really getting it from her. Lots of you commented that you wanted to see more of her because she's so pretty and beautiful, which I agree with.
My favorite part about Costco is obviously all the samples. This is a vegan dark chocolate with some like nuts and berries in it. But one of the questions you asked is, are we vegan? The answer is no. We eat mostly vegetarian, but we do eat seafood. Tal eats a little bit of other meats here and there.
Quick one before we have to go check out. How old are you?
She's the old one. Kidding,
I'm 30. 30, flirty, and thriving.
I'm the baby by 1 year. 29. What rhymes with 29?
I'm feeling fine.
Today has been an admin day, as we like to call it. We're getting so many things done.
I love it.
We're being so efficient.
We are crushing it.
And I think it's time to answer some more questions. Where was your favorite place to travel to?
I feel like we can agree on
Ready?
this.
1, 2, 3. Sri Lanka! We didn't practice that. But we definitely can both agree that Sri Lanka was an absolute dream. For those of you who don't know, it's a tiny little island that sits right underneath India. We surfed, we hiked, we felt like there was just such a good mix of everything, and the country's so small, so you can see so much of it in not too long of a time. The food was the best food I think we've ever had traveling.
Yeah, everywhere you go, you say you want curry, but then you get a platter of like 10 different curries.
Yeah, and super vegetarian friendly, which was amazing. The people were the kindest, sweetest souls, and we can't wait to go back.
Yeah. Next question.
Next question. Is the camera crooked? Maybe. I thought all of the questions deleted, but they didn't.
On a sadder note, someone asked, do you see or have to deal with many homophobic situations on your travels?
Well, and that kind of connects to Sri Lanka, because when we were there, we were not open about our relationship for the most part.
Mainly because we looked it up. Anywhere we travel, we look up their LGBTQ
laws, opinions, thoughts, all of it. We try and get some research done first.
And actually, Sri Lanka is a funny one because socially it's pretty accepted, but legally same-sex marriage is not there. So
we pull the sister card.
But you know, I will say, I think we've experienced more homophobic experiences in Toronto.
We had the funniest, weirdest thing going on for a while, where so often people don't assume that Dali and I are together. More often than not, I would say, unless we're like holding hands or kissing. That obviously gives it away. But if we're just sitting together, people usually assume we're not a couple. Except, yeah, they ask if we're sisters or twins. Except for this like month where we had these strange encounters with about, I was gonna say 20, but I'm exaggerating. Maybe like 4 or 5 underhoused people who are living primarily on the street, probably here in Toronto, say weird things to us about us being a couple. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna say them here because
they were kind of mean, but I don't even remember. You remember?
Yeah, like they called us, they would scream like, yeah, just like profanities at us.
Yeah,
that were homophobic.
Yeah, definitely not in a friendly way.
And
so that was a little bit uncomfortable, but when it happened like the 3rd and 4th time, we just started laughing. We're like, how is it that nobody knows? Like, servers at restaurants never assume we're together. They always assume we're paying like separately. I'm like, how is it that these people... It was just really funny.
Yeah, what are we putting out when
I don't know what's going on there, but...
So we would be shocked by the comment, but then we would also be kind of happy that someone
yes, they know.
So So yeah, but so I don't know. I don't think anything else.
No, I forgot what the actual question was.
It was homophobic situations in our travels.
Yeah, I
That
feel
was
like
more-
we're blessed in that we don't have any crazy stories of anyone being extremely hateful. So we'll hope that continues. Okay, how did you get your confidence to start posting online?
Well, I think this is more a question for you because I always just like shared stuff on my personal account, but you were more private, or I guess you just didn't really share as much.
Yeah, it definitely took me longer to get the confidence speaking. No, not even confidence, just practice speaking to the camera. I am definitely a little bit quieter than Talia. Talia is more of the chit chatter, and she was just a natural when picking up the camera. For me, it definitely was a little bit more challenging. Talia always told me to imagine the camera as one of my best friends, so that's what I try and do now. And now that I have a better idea of who's on the other side and who our community is, I feel much more comfortable because I feel like I have a relationship with you now, really.
I will also say less about like talking to the camera, more about just sharing with strangers, really.
Yeah, being vulnerable.
I think we've been really shocked by how nice you guys are.
Yeah. Yeah, we have been like actually blown away by all of the kindness and love and just like positivity that is in this community. I think also having friends in the space encouraging us to give it a try made it a lot less scary, having that experience. Yeah. So,
Okay, done oats for the next 2 days.
Talia is obviously the better multitasker than I am. I had intended on helping her, and here I am. I didn't lift a finger.
Is this gonna work? Yeah. Okay. Before we go to bed,
I'll try not to shake you too much.
it's an earthquake. A few more questions to cap off the video, if you've made it this far.
All right. A few questions about our future. We thought that would be a nice way to end the day. So the first one is,
What are your travel plans? It's time for bed. What are your travel plans for 2024?
oh,
And honestly,
such an exciting question. I
if
wish
you know them,
I wish we had more to tell you. We really don't. We could tell you some hopes.
hopes for 2024.
Hopes we would love, and this is like a dream, might not work out, is that we do some kind of Southeast Asia trip in January and then come back here for February and take off in the van to Baja.
Yeah.
Who
that
wants to
would be
see
amazing.
Baja series number 2?
Beyond that, who knows?
Yeah, who knows? All right, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Another hard question. I'm such a live in the moment kind of gal. I have such a hard time with these
you are.
questions. So
I want to have our own little home
yeah.
and maybe a kid or two.
2. Whoa.
Okay, next one. Looking into your future, what is missing that you want to build upon, and how can we be a part of that?
Oh,
That's
gosh.
so cute.
That's a hard question. My brain is mush.
What is missing? I think our own space. I think that's something we both really, really want.
Yeah, we love this space here, but it's not our own. So it always feels like we're we're intruding a little bit, So I think, we're definitely working towards having our own space.
And if you know anything about where we live, it's a little bit tough to get your own space. So we're working on it. And how can we be a part of it? You are a part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it would be so amazing if we could get a place and renovate it and bring you along for the journey and have you be a part of it all. So maybe that will be to come. I feel like it was a bad idea leaving these questions till the end because we're half asleep and
that's okay. If you've made it this far, you just enjoy hanging with us.
Yeah, and we enjoy hanging with you. Yeah. And we love you and appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.